Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Oops, that's the wrong window. Hello, that's the right window. Hello, everyone. So, little problem, that I've come across. That being that, I don't really have anything planned for today. Yeah. I didn't expect Kirby emulation to stop that early. So, I don't really know what we're doing today. But I do. Sorry, I was looking at Discord messages. Sorry about that. But yeah. I didn't really have anything planned for what we would do. So I kind of just went into a bit of a backup game for me, which is quite the game. You could already see it via the thumbnail, so I don't know why I'm trying to be mysterious, as if you couldn't fucking tell what it was. But yes, today we're playing a good game from my childhood. BB, goodly known as Spongebob Squarepants, Battle for Bikini Bottom. It is a good game. It is a good game indeed. So, let's get into it. Good, that'll have to stay muted until I can figure out the correct volume levels to have for it. Here it is. Sorry about this. Sorry to my ears, mostly. There we go. Ooh.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Absorbent and yellow and porous is he. Hypnotic nonsense be something you wish.
Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba. Tis a good old game of mine. I don't know what level to leave this volume at, but you know. Nice. I was actually kind of waiting for the demo to appear because I know it does. There it is. Hell yeah. That seems like a good enough volume. Or is it? Spongebob Squarepants. This is a nice game to come back to. I've completed this game tons of fucking times, by the way. It is such a fun and chill collectathon game, honestly. So, we shall make a second entry, and let the intro speak for itself.
Welcome to Bikini Bottom, a normally peaceful undersea sanctuary. Today it will be transformed into a theater of pure horror, wherein our little yellow friend will play the starring role.
Today is the big day. I have devised an ingenious plan to finally steal the Krabby Patty formula.
Have you now?
Bikini Bottom happens get demolished in the process. Oh well.
That chin.
With my brand new Duplicatotron 3000,
Makes me laugh every time.
I'll clone an army of robots that will wreak mayhem and destruction at my command. One last
Impressive.
review of the checklist. Let's see. Item number 1 is Plankton a genius? Answer
You might just be.
yes. Okay, checklist complete. Throw in the switch. Welcome, my perfectly obedient robot army. Hang on. I want to get a photo for my scrapbook. Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing?
Aw, come on, man. Can't call yourself a genius and then not hit the obey switch.
Wait, but I'm your master. I made you. No, no, oh, my good China.
How will we ever piece together the mystery?
Another perfect day playing robots and racehorses.
Yeah, only I keep getting the racehorses and the robots mixed up.
Wouldn't it be great if we had real robots to play with, Patrick? I'd name mine Robo Jr. or Zorlon or maybe Frankie.
Yeah, these unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you.
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Oh shit.
Wow, that's great, Patrick.
So we put the toy robots in here.
Aww.
Okay.
Then we say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Shaky, shaky.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with!
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did!
So,
Oh.
okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wisna Tikitana Fushbar Griddle Bits von Wiederschnauzer, but I kept forgetting it.
Are you sure
I'd
this'll
forget
work?
that too.
Sure! Last week, I only had one big cookie crumb and I was really hungry, so I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell, then I said the magic wishing word and shook it,
And in the morning I had a lot of little cookie crumbs.
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best day ever.
Good night, Spongebob.
Good night, Patrick.
Night.
The next morning. Gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with robots, gonna play with... Whoa! Gary, did you do that?
I mean, I hope you didn't.
Yeah, Gary. It sure looks like we're in a doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess.
It seems you might have to, SpongeBob. Whoops, sorry, my bad.
What a fantastic idea! These signs will provide important tips to help me out. How do I read the signs?
I'm assuming you know how to read, SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Press this button to read the signs. So if I want to come back and
Back
talk
to
to
you
you
again. Just walk up to you and press this button.
I'd better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
Ooh. Now, if anybody is wondering why I'm not playing Rehydrated, the version that was remade and came out on PC, it is simply because that while I like Rehydrated, I like Rehydrated seemingly more than most, but I like Rehydrated, but the original still just has much more charm to it. So, you know, I'd rather play this one more, honestly. I mean, that. like that. There's like this bubble. I'm not sure if you can hear it because it doesn't pick up too well. But it's the small, slight sound of like the water moving in this menu. So I love this menu. Just the sounds in it. I don't know. I love this game a lot more. So that's just it.
Oh, give me some credit, Gary. I remember. Press this button to read the signs.
I also don't have to read the dialogue. It's all voiced.
But there's no time. It shines.
A little detail I like in this game is that in this tutorial you have enough shiny objects, which is the currency, if you don't know. You could have read that too. So you need to collect many shiny objects in order to complete his quest. I've never really stopped to read these signs before because I've always really skipped over them every time. Red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Red is the most common. Most rare, and therefore the most valuable. But yeah. There's enough shiny objects in this starting area alone to just exit immediately if you want to. God damn, it is unbelievable how much charm this game has. Like, honestly. I know that a lot of it is remembering fondly and nostalgia because I played the fuck out of this game. But it is incredibly a charming game. And kind of the best SpongeBob game there is around. Well, we'll have to wait for Cosmic Shake on that ultimate news. And yes, if you are curious, I like SpongeBob quite a bit. If any of your questions need to be answered, I do like it quite a bit. I won't really go off about it, but you know, just there's probably a lot more of these games like this in our future, just to say.
A note from Mr. Krabs. And you smell sweaty, just like him.
Sorry.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob! As a faithful crew member of the Krusty Krab, you've
Been promoted to head shed shiny object collector. The pacing of that threw me off for some reason.
Wow, a promotion!
That's right, a promotion.
So what this here new job entails is you collecting all these shiny objects that the robots are leaving behind and bringing them to me. Now stop seahorsing around and get busy collecting.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just what this is, and this, oddly enough, it's weird to say, but I almost like the charm of being stopped by all the tutorial signs. I couldn't tell you why. It's a take it or leave it for me. It's not a make it or break it, but you know, I always liked it. Yeah, there are 60 in this main room, so you could still leave 10 to go here if you really wanted. So this is a golden spatula. They're needed to unlock new areas of Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob will need to collect many golden spatulas in order to find and defeat the source of the rampaging robots. Yeah. I'll actually go back and read the shiny, no. At the shiny object side, it basically tells you all you need to know. They have values, and this is just a camera sign. Do this. Sorry about that. So this, right now, in terms of graphics, is better than how the original looked back in that day. So, if you're curious to know, I just never used that one before. Yeah, there's different graphics options you can try out. By the way, this is native. I'm not sure if you can tell. I can definitely tell. Yeah, so, yeah. Ooh, my god. Sorry, I didn't... I'm just trying out different graphics options just to see if stuff really, you know... I didn't know these graphics options were available. Oh, that's worse. Oh, that's weird. Ah! Bad bloom. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you could do that. I really did not know that was even possible. Sorry. I'm just like looking at stuff. I could turn this up, and I'm so sorry for this. I'm just looking. But yeah. This definitely looks much better than it used to. Because of the graphics options I can turn to and stuff like that. But yeah.
Breaking news! Bikini Bottom residents have been attacked by a raging torrent of robot horror.
So
much for fixing this quietly.
Authorities are not sure who is responsible for unleashing the mechanical menaces, but they have assured us that the person is in big, big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Did I
Say big trouble? I meant so enormous that it's hard to comprehend trouble.
We'll keep you posted as this tragic
Story unfolds. Tragically, we're sure. Sorry, I remember these lines like almost verbatim at this point. And a lot of them stand out to me as, yes! That punch right in the nostalgia, honestly. But I do love this game a lot, and it's clear to say, kind of. But I really don't care, this game's fucking amazing. On the old bed. Rehydrated is honestly a really good attempt at bringing this game into more like a modern... The art style looks nice, everything is there, but there are like a few more details and a bit more charm in this one that like just gives this one the edge, honestly, in my opinion. They also ruined my favorite sign, so I'm glad to show you this in its full joke form. This is a pair of SpongeBob's underwear. SpongeBob will lose a pair of underwear every time he gets hit by a robot or touches dangerous objects or surfaces. Like this. I'm sorry, that's my favorite sign. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Once SpongeBob has lost all of his underwear, he must start the area over again. SpongeBob must get back underwear he has lost by collecting additional pairs along the way. SpongeBob starts out by wearing 3 pairs of underwear. There are special pairs of golden underwear hidden in Bikini Bottom, which, if found, will allow SpongeBob to wear more than 3 pair at a time. SpongeBob can check how many pairs of underwear he has on by pressing the Z button.
I feel like a new sponge.
Oh yeah, if you're curious, you can't kill yourself with this. It's just... If you reach, 1 pair, it just... Oh, you can stop it before it actually hits SpongeBob. But yeah, if you get to 1 health, it'll basically just not, like, do anything to him. It'll still make the sound, which 'tis funny. Actually, it won't. But yeah. I forgot you could hit that. Oh my god. Little warning though, game wasn't meant to be in this kind of widescreen, so you'll see that like the death effect that happens kind of breaks it a little bit, but we'll get to that.
This is where I keep all my old comic books.
Rehydrate does a really weird thing too, where like instead of This is teaching me about the bubble spin, which I just did. Yeah, basically just this attack. And this will probably be the last time I bring up just rehydrated comparison, because it'll probably get tiring really fast. But rehydrated, instead of like storing these things away to be called upon later, just keeps them like in the air, like literally above you at like all times, and then just like drops it. It's really strange. Do a bubble bounce attack. Bubble bounce attack can smash tikis or robots that are directly below Spongebob. Or push buttons on the ground. Yeah, this. I'm surprised I remember the controls for that. Because I am using a PS5 controller, but that's fine. And this is the Bubble Bash. Anytime you see a target like this, do this. And, you know, that'll that. Now we gotta push this ball. Can be a bit of a bitch. Oh yeah, I actually never noticed that sign was there. When you go through this game enough, you start ignoring like the tutorial stuff. I literally just... Yeah, you just start kind of ignoring the tutorial stuff a lot of the time, so it's like, I don't really need to see this. But like, I've never really known that those signs were really there. Yeah, there's you have two main collectibles in the game. Golden Spatulas, your prime collectible, and Socks, your secondary collectible. We'll get to explaining Socks in a second because the game will do it better than I can. But I never noticed these two signs tell you about Socks and like teleporting spatulas. So basically, if you go here, you can warp to any task you actually have available. So that's nice, you know. Here's a nice like slice of life thing to have on this. Oh yeah, I never did this.
It shines.
I just love this game, man. We're gonna have a fun time. I forget just how many things bounce in his house. The turning feels like it's lowering things, but it's like not. It's weird. Time to leave the house. It's such a nostalgic area to really explore, in all honesty. The team really nailed this game when they were making it. They like only had a year too, which is amazing.
There's nothing like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Go away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space.
Trying to steal
The
Krabby
Krabby
Patty
Patty formula again, eh,
Plankton?
Plankton? Well, you won't get away with it! I know these lines. They're not... I don't say that as a flex, like, oh, I could say these lines. They're literally right there. But, you know what I mean. I have real good nostalgia for some of these lines.
I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots.
Where did they come from?
Where? I don't know. Not up for me, though, that's for sure.
They just showed up out of nowhere and
Started
calling
throwing me rude
rude
names and
and
throwing things.
They even bent all my spoons.
What?
I love those spoons like they were my children.
They've gone too far!
That's terrible.
Oh, won't you help me stop them before they bend all my forks?
Not the forks!
Of course I'll help. But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
That is right.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you could get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a
bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams.
You've
Got a deal. And so, now we're kind of allowed to explore. In a second, because let's go through two more things.
SpongeBob, this flapping robot crisis is making the Krusty Krab lose money
Like a sinking ship. No money means no more Krusty Krab. No more Krusty Krab means no more fried cooking for you. If you couldn't tell, this isn't Clancy Brown. I won't batter anybody with this knowledge too much. It just isn't him, but as a child, I could never really tell the difference. It actually took me a while to really hear the difference because, like, I heard this and I was like, this is Mr. Krabs. I mean, to be honest, Joe White's not bad, you know. He gets the inflection down enough that, honestly, it is passable. But, you know. No more fried cooking.
But because you're gullible, I'm gonna help you out. And of course, make a small profit in return. I've got a few golden spatulas that I'll be willing to trade to you for some of those shiny objects.
You will?
Well,
Of course. What are employers for? Besides, them
shiny objects is
worth
worth lots of money.
Your treasure chests
It's looking a bit light, boy. Do you think I've got bilge water on the brain? I ain't running a charity here. Come back when you've got enough shiny objects to trade. Yeah, his thing is that he will trade you shiny objects for golden spatulas. Right here. And they kind of increase by 5,000 every time until you get to, like, the last two here. But we're going to be doing something different here. That's not really going to matter to us because we're just going to skee-ball abuse and then just have all the shiny objects we need. That's another reason why I like this version over Rehydrated. Just because I can get the shiny objects I need quickly and then just move on with it. It's not hard. Now, on to another thing having to be explained to us.
Hey, Spongebob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand.
Bubble buddy!
You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man.
But, all I need to do is figure out how to get rid of these robots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we?
Something about new bubble moves.
Right.
Sorry, I'll
Press
stop.
this button, and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out.
Yep, that does do the job, Bubble Buddy. And then we'll just do that to get that one.
Don't forget, to defeat robots or tikis that are directly above you, press this button.
There's actually a line of dialogue that's fucked up and doesn't actually appear. And it's supposed to happen after Bubble Buddy talks to you here. But it just doesn't show up. It's interesting.
Hey, Patrick.
Nice sock.
What sock?
The
One you're standing on.
Oh,
That
one.
one.
It's lost.
Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks?
Oh, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back.
Sure thing, Patrick.
What are best friends for?
Okay then, for every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster.
You mean spatula?
You mean spatula?
Bless you.
Bless you. Good. Good. Yeah, but that basically explained it there. There are 80 socks total because there are 80 spatulas that he gives us. Or 8 spatulas. I don't know if it's sitting here or not. But yeah. We'll be collecting those as we go. I probably won't turn them in until we have all of them just for the sake of convenience. But I do know where they all are. Through more of a muscle memory type feel. But yeah. What is that? Oh, that's the lighthouse. You know, I've never noticed that there's a model for the lighthouse down by Goo Lagoon over there. Never. So now we're allowed to kind of just explore Bikini Bottom here. And as you'll notice, can't pass that line. Go past it, that happens. And also, I'll show you this. That hand thing isn't like... you can widescreen it to kind of break the, how far it goes out, but I guess the wide screen hack kind of accounts for that. Because I thought it'd be more out of a pace. But yeah, we collect golden spatulas, it opens up areas to go. The whole shebang. Easy to understand. But Bikini Bottom has its host of things to do too, such as visiting Squidward.
First, those stupid robots ruined a perfectly relaxing mud bath this morning, and now you show up.
Can my day get any more dreary?
I am so sorry, Squidward. Patrick and
Come
I
on,
were
we're
just
just
playing a
playing
game and...
Oh, I correct myself. I should have known that whole robot problem involved both of you.
Squidward,
I don't know what to do.
How can I fix everything?
Why don't you move to another town?
That should help out more than enough.
Move to another town. I cracked me up. But seriously, just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile.
He means that literally, by the way. If you just jump around like an idiot, it'll work. But if you break everything in his house, get a nice sock. And now?
Okay, just stop jumping, will you? If you take this golden spatula, will you please go away?
See, Squidward? I knew that you could help me out. You're the best.
Don't touch me.
Yep. And that's it. I really like the fact that you can visit everyone's house and do a little few things in it, you know. It makes for so much of a better game, you know. It adds a lot to it. I didn't really have any plans to play this game until there is a mod coming out called BFBB Deluxe, which adds like 100 total spatulas to the base game. It just adds to the base game. It like you could still do the base game. It doesn't change it, but it looks phenomenal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just search up BFBB Deluxe, and you'll find videos by a person named Gravity. It looks phenomenal. So, I'll probably stream that too one day. Likely after I've already played it myself, because I do kind of want to play it blind and not on stream at my own pace, you know? But, yeah, when that happens, we'll definitely be streaming that, you know? And then destroy his literal only piece of furniture, and you get a sock. But yeah, we're in for a fun time. I love that's his house. I love this game, I'm telling you. So, I know a few... So if you're curious, if you don't know what skee ball abuse is, we won't be doing it till later, but there's a thing in the Gulagoon Pier where we can basically abuse like a carnival game to get as many shiny objects as we want. And we're going to basically be doing that to buy all of Mr. Krabs' spatulas, like instantly. And just get that out of the way. It'll be fun. Whoops. I almost forgot. Can't leave without getting a very special 2 more things that are still in this area. Yep, you can see it right there. That's one of them.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
There's like a speedrunner thing you can do, which just allows you to go on top of Squidward's house. By just jumping on specific parts of it. And the golden underwear. You can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. But sadly, I fucked up, and we have to do this again. Oh well. And yes, the button is being held up by balloons. I like it. Boom. damn in this game. Yeah! I like the detail of the trapdoor on top of SpongeBob's house that's always there. So, word of the wise, probably won't be going to downtown Bikini Bottom, this area, until much later. Because I usually like to go there when I can do everything, which won't be for a hot minute, so. To the first level in the game, Jellyfish Fields. The worlds in this game are also good.
The rolling green hills of Jellyfish Fields, a place to experience nature at its most raw, and sometimes a bit tender from the stings.
Oh, you seem to be in a bind there, Squidward, old pal. Just gives up. Well, hello there, Squidward.
Squidward, are you okay?
No, I'm
No,
not
I'm not.
okay,
Hey, you barnacle head. Do I look like I'm
okay?
okay? Mm-hmm.
Well, your nose does look pretty big. I mean, bigger.
I'm bigger than usual because it's usually big.
And you look clammy. And oh my gosh, you're bald!
I've always been bald, but now I'm stung all over.
Well, according to the Jellyfisher Field Manual, severe jellyfish stings can be treated effectively by applying a thick layer of king jellyfish jelly to the affected areas. Jellyfish?
Well, I guess you're off to scale Spork Mountain and die a horrible death under the vicious tentacles of King Jellyfish. I'll stay here.
Balled up in
here and
excruciating pain.
You do that! Don't worry, Squidward. I'll bring back that king jellyfish jelly for you to rub all over yourself.
Just my size.
This is goo. Patrick can't swim, so don't let him fall in the goo. I like the detail that everyone points out. Oh yeah, teleport boxes will just get you from place to place. But I like the comment that everyone makes about, like, how can they swim? They're underwater. I mean, it's not water. But, like, there isn't water underwater. It's like, it's goo. It's technically stuff that isn't water, that's heavier than water. Just a slight thing, you know. Yes, I'm fun at parties. I just wanted to point it out because I wanted to point it out, alright?
I feel like a new sponge. Too pretty. Can't take it.
But yeah, we don't need many shiny objects, as you can see. We'll need them there. But God, I used to really not like Jellyfish Fields a lot because since it's the area you always start out the game on, it's like I just became tired of it, and then it was like but I want to get to the other places faster, kind of a thing. But then after playing Rehydrated, I just liked it again. So, you know. It no longer became a problem. Also, the audio mixing on those waterfalls gets real loud. The game's not that loud for me, so it's not as bad as it could be, but like, they really needed those waterfalls to not be as loud. We gotta drop the load! That's a checkpoint. You know how checkpoints work. At least I hope you would know how checkpoints work. Near the waterfalls again? God damn, the game is... The little details thrown around of like... just robots causing havoc. That's a freezy fruit. Patrick can use that later. Yes, I am good at video games. How did you know? And the jingles in this game are such bots. Oh yeah, that's telling you can jump. So I know where everything is in this game pretty much to a... Well, pretty much to the degree you can. So... This mostly just be me doing things how I do things, so... And since I know where a majority of things are, you know, I think it'll be a problem. There's one of those valuable shiny objects. This cannon always is interesting because it's just like you're just firing other fish at me. I wonder, does that hurt them? Wild explosion. Wonder all the missiles came from lodged in the ground now.
Hey, Gary, what's shaking? Wow, a bungee jump for a golden spatula. I must be in.
It's a good thing that there is, like, subtitles you can read almost for everything. You can bungee from it. Just jump and touch whatever you want. That's on the other end. Basically, you hop on, you can hit the button to dive further, and then you can hit B to just quit. And then you get your spoils. Like I said, introductory level. It's not going to be hard. But it'll be fun. I don't know how I did that right there, I'll be honest with you. Alright. Now it's time. It shines. I don't know what I'm gonna do if this video gets demonetized. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. Not that I'm making money, but you know. As of yet. Hey, it's quite the robot. It's a piece of ham on a stick with myrrh written on it. That's how you know the comedy in this game is top fucking notch. Yep. So this area will introduce us to two new powers that we'll get later. So I'm not gonna worry too much about telling you what they are right now. Forgot this was here. But yeah, we'll learn about them as they come. If you're curious what those mini games, what that thing does, it'll just give you a sock. There's another one later for the other power-up we get later, but it does the same thing. It's just for a sock. Funny little thing you can do here, and that is, you can wait for the robot to notice you and just let him do that. I always do that. Can't do it with these ones because they're kind of too far away, but, you know, whatever. And I'll introduce you to a sock that, as a kid, I never really knew existed. Right over here. Yeah, I never knew this one existed. It's such a cool secret, though. And now off to another sock. And yes, if you're curious, we'll be 100%ing the game. Like I said, not a hard completion, which is why I love to complete it every now and again. And now we can teleport all the way back to the beginning over there if we want to. This is a Duplicatotron 1000. The D1000 will continue to create robots until it is destroyed. Be careful though, it goes out with a big bang. If you're caught in it, you'll take damage, the explosion. If that isn't obvious. And now prepared to meet the only other character who's not voiced by their voice actor. Which will be obvious.
Wow! Mermaid Man! I have all your comics and toys and mail.
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, it's that Sponge kid. And now, what was I supposed to tell you?
Yeah, that in no way sounds like Mermaid Man. But, I have grown used to it over the years, honestly. Like, that's just kind of what BFBB Mermaid Man is, and I just kind of accept that. So, you know.
That Patrick is surrounded by robots and needs my help.
Huh? Oh, no. I think it had something to do with massaging my feet.
Really? That'll do something.
Well, if massaging your feet will save Patrick, then massage I must.
You do that, SpongeBob.
Help! They're making me hit myself!
Damn it!
Massaging your feet isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
By clipping my toenails?
Nah, man.
Here I come, Patrick!
Although if he was willing to massage his feet, I doubt clipping his toenails would have been out of the picture. The slide track is one of the best themes in the game. As anyone will tell you.
I should do it again sometime.
Yes, I still do know where everything is. It's weird because I'm pretty sure the starting... Oh, we'll let this pass for a second. My TV froze up. Weird. But yeah, it's weird because the starting two areas, Jellyfish Field and downtown Bikini Bottom, are the only two areas I think in the game that stop you from collecting a spatula until you have a move from later. I'm pretty sure every other level you can collect, like, pretty much everything from the get-go. Later levels will still require power-ups, but those two areas are the only ones that require, like, backtracking. So, like, you have to come back later type deals. Interesting.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
In case you're curious, by the way, I grew up with, like, a fuck ton of Nicktoons games. Like, I've grown up with a good, like, majority of the well-known ones. Like, Tack and the Power of Juju, Timmy, like, The Fairly Odd Parents, Nicktoons Unite, a hell of a lot of the Spongebob games, stuff like that. And if I ever need a game, we can always go back to one of those.
Woo!
Thank goodness you're safe, Patrick.
Well, of course,
SpongeBob. Why wouldn't I be?
Well,
The robots and the...
Yeah, I found this for you. I don't know what
That it does.
Thanks, Patrick. I tell you what, all that running around has left me pooped. Why don't you continue on for a bit?
Okay. Yep, and now we're Patrick. That, like, transition between SpongeBob and Patrick back in the day always, like, amazed me. It's not a particularly good one. They just kind of, like, make SpongeBob disappear. But I don't know, I was always blown away by it. I always liked it. Patrick can do this. And that's his special talent. If you pick one up and then, yep. If you get stopped by a sign that takes control of you, you just break a tiki if you're holding it. Or you just break whatever you're holding, I mean. Now, this station allows you to switch between the two characters in the level. But, they're always, like, in every level, there's always, like, one character that you can switch to. And they'll be needed for something in the level. So, you know, it's always nice. Oh, that render distance was weird. This is a Thunder Tiki. Goes boom after touch it. See? Or you can just explode it immediately. You know.
Hey, you barnacle head! Watch where you're going!
Rock is talking to me. Almighty Rock,
I am at your command.
Down here,
You big
pink
pink
lummox.
lummox.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Plankton.
Are you going to vaporize me today?
So
Very tempting.
Unfortunately, I found
Myself in the undesirable position of having to assist you.
I was in an
Undesirable position yesterday.
And now my neck hurts.
Heed my words, my large future minion. Go into Jellyfish Cave. Follow the instructions on the signs that you see. At the end of the caves, you'll still be a big pink idiot, but you'll know enough to help defeat the robots and get me back into the chum bucket.
Well, then will you vaporize me?
I might spare your life so I can force you to work in my sweatshop making low-quality design and knockoff wallets.
Oh, thank you.
Damn. He's a good guy. Yeah, and that's how Patrick does that. You'll notice that the other characters you can, like, take control of miss, like, one of SpongeBob's core moves. Is kind of like the trade-off for their special ability. Like, Rehydrated makes these environments, like, pop. Like, really, really pop. They're really well done. But, I mean, this game still holds up. There are a few things that are not that good, per se. The models sometimes in cutscenes can look a bit rough around the edges. But, you know, everything with me in this game is just, oh, it's so charming. Even if you don't see it that way, I do. A lot of the time, so. What are you gonna do about it? Don't you just love those random cave spikes that just come up from the ground? You can get those tikis over there, but I never do. Sorry, just shut from that. Alright, never mind. Good thing there's always underwear nearby, or I would be out of it by now. This game does never get old to me. Yeah, you have to hit that one in the... You have to hit the thunder one. It's kind of a hard target to hit for, though, because it never really aims for it. Yeah. You could do that. I never thought to do that before, but you can do that. And yeah, pressure plates are what they are. Throw a watermelon onto them, they'll hold things open for you. Yeah, you can throw fruit on throw fruit. And time for another sock I never knew was there. Right here. Some of them get real sneaky. And then you just throw 2 of those in any direction, and then you win. Time for another slide. I'll be honest with you, I think this is like one of the only times that Patrick ever actually goes on a slide. I don't think he does it in any other area. Just that is the only one he actually slides for. Also, I don't know why the ice just broke. But yeah. Pick this up, throw it in the water, and the water freezes.
So shiny.
Sock here. A shiny object there.
I gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
And like that, boom, back on the lab. Yeah, belly flop skin destroy robots. It'll also stun them, as we'll learn here. We can destroy robots with water mobs. And then we can stun them. But you gotta catch them on like the edge of that shockwave to be able to incapacitate them. Boy, oh boy, oh boy! Still remember this game. I play it often enough, I should, but it still hits that nostalgia every time. To Spork Mountain we go!
Ahoy there! Squidward tells me you're looking for the king jellyfish.
Yes.
Yes.
Good thing, too. That monster has been stinging all my good customers in their poop decks.
Oh.
I hear that you can find him up top of Old Sport Mountain here. Go hook that beast, sailor.
I'll do crabs. I'll see what I can do. I mixed up a completely different line, so sorry about that. Oh, but I thought you knew those ones. No. I actually just want to see Vinny play this. I know he play Rehydrated. I gotta watch that. You have to hit these guys twice to kill them. Otherwise they shoot you with that hot tartar sauce. And you don't want that.
Oh, Mrs. Puff.
Hello, Patrick. I've got a job for you to do.
What is it?
Oh, boy.
I found a golden spatula, but those robots out on the island stole it and threw it into the lake. If you can figure out how to get it back, you're welcome to it.
Show enough, Mrs. Puff.
Sure enough. This music's good too, the battle music.
I don't get it. Hey, my back feels better.
I like how they're like dazed. Kinda like
Underwear fits quite right.
they're like the thing that appears around their heads when they're like stunned is just plankton, stars, and like wrenches. And this should be the last. I have to say, I like the cheering, but the movie game victory theme for collecting stuff is a whole lot better. Or it's a whole lot. It's satisfying to listen to after a while, you know.
Well done, Patrick.
You're a real star.
Did I get a cookie?
No.
No. All right. And then you basically. Why am I explaining? I'm like explaining every little thing. Just do it, man. You can sneak. I can sneak. I don't care to sneak. All the sounds. Oh, hey, look, another waterfall. There is the other mini game over there to play for a sock, but for an ability we don't have. Just destroy it. These are stone tikis. You can't break these. Only thunder tikis can break those.
There's nothing like
An
the
ultra
smell of bubbles
combo.
in the morning. Smells like
Yep. 2,000 for this opening. It's one of the cats. She's just sitting by the door. Alright. We're actually nearing the end for Jellyfish Fields here. I believe there's... Let me see, there's 4 more to get? There's 4 more socks to get, I think. I know I've remembered where they all are correctly, but... Yeah, those jumps are kind of weird and hard to make. I think we should be put back up there. Yeah. Okay.
it's your birthday.
I didn't want to have to come all the way back up. And this one never touches you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know this game like the back of my hand at this point. Another sock. The themes are so catchy in this game. And here, I'm going to show you a little shortcut. If you go all the way to the end of this platform, and wait, and then go all the way up here while continuously jumping, you will just skip right to the top. It's a nice little shortcut if you take it. trying to remember if we had all socks, and we did. Hey, look, we've made it to the top of Spork Mountain, baby.
Bubble Buddy! Gosh,
Everyone's trying to help
out
out today.
Step quietly there. That king jellyfish is just up at the top of this path. Good luck. You'll need it.
Thanks, Bubble Buddy.
I always used to, like, sneak here. Like, I had to take it slow and sneak so, like, I wouldn't disturb him, but that's not the case. Whoops, sorry.
Jellyfish was big, but who knew he had such a beautiful voice?
What? Did a double take there. Wasn't sure what he was seeing at first. Like, this bitch really have the audacity. And then I'll spit out. I think going anywhere near him damages you, contact damage and all that. There is, in fact, a box here. Fight over. Just his complaining. And now we gotta get this Squidward. And I'll tell you one thing about this slide. I always used to think that there was like some kind of secret path to get the sock in this one because it's down there. But no, you just do this. Yeah, that's how you get to the sock. Just that. I always thought there had to be some other way for some reason. I don't really know why. There's not a sock over there if you're curious. Yeah. And then if you don't make it, Larry tries to motivate you.
See, no problem. You can do anything you set your mind and your muscle
Muscle
to.
too. I always used to come down to this like little island here and try to clear away all the jellyfish without dying. It's always fun. And then I try to do it without taking damage and stuff like that. What challenges you make for yourself, you know? The levels in the background in the distance. So good. And then for our prize.
Yeah. Oh, that feels so much better.
Anything for my best friend Squidward.
Squidward, can I rub some on?
What if I just gave you this?
Oh, yeah. But we got one last sock to do. We gotta go to Patrick's Dilemma to do it. This is the only place we can really switch characters that's convenient. Bam, 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 bam. This is a more convenient time to do this, but I never do it. I always get the sock at like the end. Alright, Patrick. Time to fulfill getting the sock, baby. Hop, 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 hop. Alright. Who says taking damage is unnecessary? I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, mermaid man, you're like a big heroic prune.
Prunes! What? Where?
I always wanted to see what was beyond the sign, even though I could never, like, get over it. I know it's not much, but, you know, still wanted to.
Jellyfish rock. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes this week.
This week. And then after I get the sock, it will we'll probably call it. I wouldn't do such a short stream, but I'm feeling really tired. Which is once again weird. I slept fine last night. Well, as fine as you can, really. You go so much faster on the ice than you actually do anywhere else. It's so weird. I also like the snow that comes down when you freeze something like that. We can't leave as Patrick, and the game will force you to, like, go back to Spongebob if you want to leave through the taxi. So the only real way to do it is just by using the menu. So that was BFBB Part 1. We'll be doing another one of these streams, perhaps when I'm less fucking tired. I just really am tired today. Weird. But, yeah, thank you, for joining me, everyone, for this short stream, albeit shorter than I normally do, but, you know, still thanks. Anyone who came, or anybody who is watching the VOD, love that support. Follow all of my stubs, the YouTube, the Twitter, the Discord, telling you the same stuff every day is, in fact, convenient for you to know me. But with that said, we will return same time tomorrow, maybe longer stream, maybe same stream, I don't know. I'm getting really flexible with this schedule stuff, aren't I? But, yeah, until tomorrow, I have been NiyaWyrm, and I shall dive right back into the depths, where I belong. Bye!